Hello, we are live with today's stream. So let me just share that on all the social medias and then we'll hop into the game. I say today's stream, today's first stream. It's Sunday, which means 2 streams today. Animal Crossing now, sub request Sunday stream later. But yeah, let's just hop into some Animal Crossing. It is... wait 1 second. It is Sunday. So, should hopefully be buying some turnips today. And then on top of that, it's Mother's Day, so we're going to be getting something for that. Yeah, let's just hop right in. The sooner we hop in, the more time we'll have for buying them turnips. May 9th. 10:10 Trantor. So yeah, we have less than 2 hours for actually buying the turnips today, so... or for doing everything else, because we have other stuff to do first. That's fine. Okay, what do we got here now? First of all, any new villagers? Probably not. Yeah, no new villagers because Tom moved in like yesterday and that was a later stream. It's like, you know, 24 hours between random new person moving in. Somebody moving in from another village can happen in less than, you know, can happen far more often, but for the standard, it's, you know, 24 hours in between Elephant Slide and home. Okay. Ed. We found that yesterday. Okay, so let's go do our wander about town. No need to worry today about the angelfish. That's only available 4 p.m. to whatever, so we'll be able to catch it right now anyway. It was raining yesterday, which means there will be gyroids buried in town today. Excuse me. And yeah, so we still have at least one fossil that's continued to elude us. It being a Sunday means I'm not going to be like looking too hard for it, but I'm going to keep my eyes open. And it's Mother's Day, so we should be getting a lovely phone today from, I assume, Tortimer in the by the wishing well. So, yeah. It's early enough in the day that there's no way we're too late for that. If anything, the only worry would be if we're too early. But I doubt that. I mean, worst case scenario would be maybe like it starts at noon, which we'll still be playing a bit past anyway. Probably. Hey, Catalino, this is the original Animal Crossing for the GameCube. Welcome in, how's it going? How are you doing? Excuse me. Okay. And here's our first gyroid. Mega Puffoid. Yeah, because we have 3 gyroids that should be buried throughout town since it was raining yesterday. In addition to the 5 fossils. And yeah. I haven't actually seen Tom's house because he just moved in. Huh. Not bad. Sorry, Tom. Not trying to be loud, just trying to be talkative. Sure. I'm okay with that. I'm not sure how much Nook would give me for it. Honestly, it'd probably be similar to that. Got some nice fish and insects in his house. Some gyroids. I think that's the noodle shirt, which is one that I need yet. But we'll get it eventually. Just a matter of time. Okay. No money rock as of yet. Pippi we already talked to. Yeah, I'm just doing my daily rounds, going around, pulling weeds, digging up fossils, and also I guess today gyroids. Checking for the money rock, glowing spot, and talking to each of my villagers. Ooh, still got it despite the hesitation. Awesome. Still got the 7 bags of money. That's the way. I like it. That means we don't need to keep hitting rocks from here on out, because we've got all of our money rock already. I always like when that happens nice and early in the day, or early in the run through town, I should say. Makes things a bit easier. Now, where is Cookies? Here we go. Yeah, let's chat. Sure. Okay. I mean, I have the biggest NES collection in town, so, you know, if anything, will be other people sneaking into my house. Okay, and Friga, how's it going? How are you doing? Full of beans. Honestly, I'm still kinda, you know, half asleep myself. Technically, I'm doing my laundry tomorrow. Sunday is not my laundry day. Generally, Monday and Thursday are my laundry days. Okay. Although, if I'm not working on a Tuesday, then it'll be Tuesday instead of Monday. If I'm not working on a Friday, it'll be Friday instead of Thursday. I'd like to sell. Yeah, we're also, I guess, looking out for Joan today, so we can find out turnip prices. Okay. Let's bring up our item list, even though it's kind of irrelevant. We know we need the flame umbrella, and we know this is most definitely not the flame umbrella. But we're buying it anyway for the raffle tickets, because we need all the raffle tickets we can get. White paint. We're still waiting on the red paint. Okay. Nothing sticks out at me in here. So we'll check it all out, and maybe we'll get lucky. This is, I'm pretty sure, a cabin low table, and we have everything from the cabin series, yes. So yeah, just going for the raffle ticket. The sewing machine I probably have, but that one I'm not as certain about. Let's see, sewing. Yeah, I have it already. I already got that in my catalog. And a lemon table. Not sure if you want to use lemon as a table. It seems like all your stuff will get all lemony. Elephant slide. Although, it is impressive making a lemon big enough to make into a table. Nope. Yeah, don't think we're getting anything new here. What kind of rock is this, or stone is this? Dark stone. Nope. So how's everyone doing today? Hopefully you're having a good Sunday. Hopefully you've been having a good weekend. A classic clock. Do we need anything classic? Oh, we do need one classic thing, but it's a wardrobe. So... nope. Nothing new here today for us. That's fine. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Okay, let's just go back, because we know none of this clothing is going to be new. We're still in spring till we hit summer. We're not getting anything here that's actually new as far as clothing. But that's just another few weeks away. We're not too far off from summer. It's, I think the official start of summer in Animal Crossing is May 27th? Or thereabouts, anyway. So, that's exciting. Then we'll be able to start getting new clothing again for at least a little while until we've finished off all the summer clothes. I'm estimating, yes, once we hit summer, we'll probably get to around the 200 mark on clothing. Currently, we're at 240 or 164. It's a total of 247. But yeah. Then once we hit fall, get another chunk. Winter. Get the last one or two standard clothing we need. Oh, I guess also like Halloween we'll get one, and on Christmas Eve we'll get one. And everything else is Gracie clothing, which of course is going to depend on, just how often Gracie comes and what we end up getting from her. Hey, welcome in, Lynx. How's it going? How are you doing? Yeah, still not fully awake, but mostly awake. You know how it goes. Okay. Just quickly buying notes before we continue on with our run through town. Alright, just waking up yourself. Makes sense, makes sense. Any plans for the day? Okay. Watch my stream, then you don't know yet. Okay. Well, I approve of those. I definitely approve of what you know of those plans. Okay. Okay, right now I have like that kind of like feeling of a sneeze coming on, but coming on very slowly. So at some point I may suddenly, try to turn off the mic before I sneeze. Or I might just not sneeze, it might just never come. It's one of those types of sneezes. Or potential sneezes. Just let the day take over. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay. And we are done here at Nook's. Let's head back. Or let's, yeah, go drop off these raffle tickets and then continue on with our exploration of town. Yeah. Okay. Do we still... No, that one's full. I was gonna say, do we still have room in that one, but... Before I even got the words out, saw that it was indeed already full. I think this one will be... Yeah, this one will also be full, and we'll start on the next one. Back row is full. Starting on the second row. Yes, we'll put in that. Awesome. Okay, let's go see what's in the dump. So, clothing and furniture. Let's see what we've got here. Anything we need? Extinguisher, I don't think so. Nope, not new. And a spring shirt is most certainly not new. Okay, onwards and forwards. Ooh. Fossil or gyro? I'm gonna guess fossil. Ooh, got it in one. It's like I'm psychic or something. Okay, write letter to the museum. And thought I saw something buried behind there, but I think it was just my imagination. Just that one fossil I've been missing for probably a few days now. Unless it's been different ones, unless like I did find the one that I was missing initially and then was missing a different one, which is entirely possible as well. But just the fact that I have been missing one for several days now is making me extra paranoid. Just a little. Bird bath. Pretty sure I already have that, but let me just confirm. Yeah. Okay. And Savannah, how's it going? How are you doing? I am a sweetheart, aren't I? Okay. Just hanging. Donate it to the museum. Well, the first one of each. Yeah, always donate the first one to the museum, other ones to the Nook. I would always send the first to the museum because it's important to, you know, it's important. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna guess gyroid. No, another fossil. So we've got 2 of 5 fossils, 1 of 3 gyroids. Ooh, this one I'm gonna guess gyroid. Aha! Didn't even see that. Well, my eyes are finely tuned. But not finely tuned enough, otherwise I wouldn't have been missing one for the last few days. Okay. So we have Katrina coming tomorrow, right? May 10th. That is indeed tomorrow. And anything lost? They do have something lost. But what is it? Is it furniture? It is furniture. Kitty table, that's new. That is awesome. Not often we get something new in the Lost and Found. That's very awesome. Okay. And there is our glowing spot. We already found the money rock, so now we're all up on our standard money that we get today. Yeah. Very exciting. Fossil, interesting. So that's fossil number 3. Okay. Oh, and there was Joan. So we'll see her shortly, which is awesome. And we can find out what she's selling them turnips for here today. And whether we want to buy them here in Trantor or over in Pretoris, we'll have to find out which is the better deal. Hey, Nibbles. Just a nice walk along the beach today. Let's talk. That's a very good question. One to which I do not have the answer. Early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. I did indeed. That is correct. That's too bad, Ed. That's too bad. Well, if you did go to the island, you'd be like, what mess is this of all... Only one tree, and it's a cherry tree, and full of buried things? What's going on here? Okay. Tortimer! Of course I know it's Mother's Day today. It's a lovely phone. Awesome. So we've got the lovely phone now. Another bit of progress. This was an expected bit of progress, though. We knew that was a thing. And we've done Mother's Day, because that's all that we really do for Mother's Day in this game. Get the lovely phone, so it's another holiday done. Okay, I think I just saw Pippi and... yeah, Pippi and who else did I see in here? Punchy? Yeah, both of whom I've already talked to. How are things? Everything is perfect. Love that. Okay, Joan. I know already. 120. Okay. So my current guess is we'll probably be buying Pretoris, because if it's 120 here, odds are it's probably going to be less in Pretoris. Obviously it could be more, could be even be identical. But yeah, I'm guessing it's probably going to be less in Pretoris. Care to chat? Yes. For your keg, don't need it, but sure. Doesn't hurt to be nice. I have a lot of furniture on me. What's up, Doc? Yep. If you forget your name, just ask yourself, what would Bugs Bunny say? Sure, I'll take it. Don't mind at all. Actually, I'm just gonna sell it, but... you know. Is what it is. We already talked to Nibbles. I think we're just needing to talk to... yeah, just these three yet. Still need to find 2 more fossils and 1 more gyroid, though. Okay. Oh, and there's one of the things we need to dig up. What's going on? Naturally. Of course. Okay, that's the last gyroid. So it's just 2 fossils yet. Ah. She's looking where there's a mole cricket underground. Okay. Let's go say hi to Hopper. Hey, Hopper. How's it going? What's going on? Oh, Hopper might be moving soon, I guess. That's too bad. But it is what it is. Sometimes villagers move out on you. Early to bed, early to riser. More like late to bed, early to riser. Or late to bed, late to riser. Generally, I'm late to bed. Do I need a school desk? No. So then I'll sell. Okay. Okay, so now we're missing 2 fossils. So tomorrow gonna have to be on extra alert. And to be fair, like, you know, it being a Sunday, I'm kinda rushing a little bit so that I have more time later to so I have more time to buy turnips yet. But yeah. Okay, so let's go drop off the lovely phone at home and actually give it a whirl, because I believe, because I read somewhere that you can actually get fortunes from it. So let's see if that's accurate. Hello, and thank you for calling Dial a Psychic. Your finances are in trouble. Wait until next month for any big purchases. I'm just wondering... Yeah, I'm just wondering if that actually has any effect on gameplay. If these... Because these are definitely very different, than the kind of, fortunes you get from Katrina. Okay, that one... That one, if they affect gameplay, we're going to start tripping based on that one. But, yeah. At least that'd be my assumption. But it might just be for amusement purposes. Might not actually be any gameplay stuff, unlike Katrina Fortunes. Which is too bad, because having, like... Yeah, we're not tripping, so I'm thinking it's probably just for amusement purposes. Oh well. That's fine. That is fine. I guess I'll put the other stationery in the basement. A room up the top. Okay. And let's head over to... Well, let's go deposit money and then head over to Pretoris. As we do. Make a deposit. Yes. Awesome. It's cluttered in there just a bit, just a bit. Just a little bit. And fingers crossed we get a better turnip price there. Okay. So we're gonna head over to Pretoris. At which point, yeah, we're gonna, you know, check our normal stuff and hopefully get a good turnip price, so we can get a big profit during the week. Fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes. Otherwise, we've already made progress today. Got 2 new pieces of furniture. One that was expected because of Mother's Day, and one that was rather unexpected because kitty table is something that, you know, it's a standard piece of furniture, so obviously could have shown up at any time, just, you know, hadn't until now. But, yeah. Yes, it is I, Rick, from Trantor. How long has it been? Actually, it has been a few days, I guess. Joan in the back. Okay. Pretoris. Here we are. Okay, so first I'm just going to do a quick check over. Okay, weird, but okay. Not quite sure I was out on the ground there, but okay. Yeah, just doing a quick check if Joan was there. Nothing new on here. 1, 2, and anything. Yeah, we'll grab a third one. No. Third one from right here. There we go. Awesome. Awesome possum. Let's see what we got in the dump. Mod umbrella and #1 shirt. I don't know if Joan can even be around the store acre, but checking around just in case. And let's see what we've got in Nooks today. Nope, not the flame umbrella. Let's just get our raffle tickets and maybe some new furniture. Fingers crossed. There's one thing that seems maybe promising. Not this. Picnic table, I don't think so. I don't think that's new. No. Most of this we're just getting for the raffle tickets, but there is one thing that's promising. Can any of y'all... do any of you all know what's promising to me? Track model? I don't think so. No. Nope, no idea. Okay. Table tennis. I think, yeah, we've already got that. The blue vase. Because every time on the island when we find something blue, I'm like, do we need that? No, the only blue things we need are the blue bed and the blue vase, which isn't, granted, part of the blue series, it's part of the vase set. But now I can no longer say that, because now we have the blue vase. Yeah. Then, detour arrow we probably already have. Yeah. Yep, yay. Getting some decent progress today. And an alarm clock. I'm not actually sure what that one. No. Not new. No worries there. Okay, so there's already 3 new pieces of furniture today. 3, which in theory should put us up to 458, assuming we don't have a repeat of the other day. The confusion from the other day. Okay. Did I maybe get something from the Lost and Found that day that I forgot about? I don't know if I checked that when I was looking at the VOD. So, look at the VOD like I looked at the points when I was at Nooks, and I looked at the points when I was on the island. Can't remember if I checked Lost and Found when I looked over the VOD. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, in the end, eventually, like, even if we make a mistake, it will eventually come to light. The main worry with mistakes is just the means, like, when I'm like, you know, when I have a villager offering me something, I'm like, oh, I don't need that, no thanks, right? Like, or if, like, it's giving me a choice, I should say. If villagers are just offering me something, I'll take it, you know. It's just if there's a choice where I'll go with, obviously, a thing that I... Well, I mean, if there's a choice between 2 things I don't think I need... I guess it was a choice between 2 things I know I needed anyway, or one thing I needed and one thing I didn't think I needed, but I did need it, would still be effectively... I don't know. I know what I'm trying to say. Okay. Yeah, we can buy everything before we have to sell it all back. Okay. $18.20. Don't know if I can afford that. I'm so rich in this game, it's ridiculous, and yet it's not rich enough. I need to get all of the money I can fit into my account. Okay, we are done here. Let me sell this back, and then we go on the hunt for Joan, so that I can get myself richer. I mean, first of all, we're checking if what she's selling for here, if it's worth it to buy here. Or if we're gonna want to buy back in Trantor, because it was 120 in Trantor. So we'll see if it's better here. Oh, there's Kit, who recently moved out of Trantor. So everyone keep your eyes open for Joan. I'll probably spot her myself, but just want to be, you know, just want to make sure I don't miss her. Like, it did happen the one time where it was like, wait, we searched everywhere, where is she? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, she was behind the museum. Which, that was an awkward thing. Okay. Almost done in this first quadrant, and no sign of her. Moving on down the ramp into quadrant 2. This is an acre we often see her in, but not today. Okay, okay. Don't know that she can even be in this acre, but we'll do a run around just to be sure. Oh, hey, Tortimer. Yeah. Most important tortoise in town is. Good to know, good to know. Do a run behind the museum just to check if there's any resistance, in which case, which there wasn't, but that was how I managed to find her last time. After doing like the full search around town and not finding her anywhere, on my second search, I'm like, when I was running behind the museum, I all of a sudden felt resistance, and I'm like, wait. Wait a second. Oh wait, no. From here I go up here. Forgetting my own path that I take to fully explore the town. That would be awkward. I might miss something. Let's actually find out, although, about, ooh, Wendell. That's important. Visitors. When? Next time over. May 15th. So what today is the 9th and Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday? Next Saturday. Okay. Believe that's right. Yeah. So that means we're gonna want to actually come to town next Saturday. I know Saturdays I often just don't go to Praetoris, but next Saturday we will definitely try to, because we're so close on wallpapers. We just need 3 more from Wendell, which means in theory we could get all the wallpapers we need from Wendell in a single visit. Now in practice, obviously because of RNG, that's unlikely, but it's possible. Any given Wendell visit could be the one where I get the remaining wallpapers I need from him. Any given Wendell visit. Oh, there's Joan. Let's see what she's selling them for here. I know already. Ooh, 80 bells per turnip. That is definitely what we're doing. 80 bells, so in Praetoris. Not quite yet, I need to grab a bunch of my money. Should have actually just grabbed my money before I came searching out for her. But also, granted, I didn't know if I was going to like end up needing to pick up anything from the Lost and Found. Although even then, I still could have gone back to the Lost and Found after. Same thing with like Gulliver. So I really should have just done that first. Okay, we'll drop my raffle tickets here. And then we'll... because now we have to actually go find her again. Which, you know, is what it is. Oh, had an empty spot there. Alrighty then. Yeah, okay. So let's do another run around town. Want to try to get standard 2-ish million bells, or which would be, you know, basically this much times, basically that, like full inventory's worth of money times 4. So what we ideally want to do. If we have time for anything beyond that, that'd be awesome, but considering it's already 11 o'clock, we might not even have time for that. It all depends on how quickly we find her each time, and that's really the main thing, how quickly we find her. I mean, that's the other thing, though, I guess, is when they are cheaper, like 80 bells per turnip, that does mean it takes longer to, you know, spend a full inventory's worth of money because, you know, we're getting more turnips. Oh, hey, Alfonso. How's it going? How are you doing? Let's chat. You could live in a village called Trantor again. You could have a friend named Samantha as well. That Trantor has been gone since last summer, Alfonso. It was not just the other day. Yeah, yeah. Okay. One day we will get him to move into current Trantor. one day. But that day may still be far away. Far away, I say, it may stay. Okay. Do. Oh, didn't mean to be pushing them. They were just in my path. No, no resistance. No resistance. Okay, now where? Don't know, it's going to be like even further along than last time we found her. Definitely seems probable. I mean, obviously we're not quite there yet, but we're almost done the second quadrant and now into the third. I mean, unless she's here in the third quadrant somewhere. So that's where she was last time we found her. Specifically in this acre. Okay, up. Into the fourth quadrant then. Joan, where are you? I need to buy turnips. Buy a lot of turnips from you. I'm trying to bring you business, and you're not helping by taking forever to find. Remember, Joan, the easier you are to find, the more turnips I can buy from you. Because the more time I'll have to buy turnips. It's win-win. Oof, she is really, like, near the end of my... I shouldn't say hidden, just because it's just near the end of my route I take through town. Okay, I guess she's up in this little area somewhere. Yeah, here she is. Okay. Let's clear out the acre. And so I have room to put all the turnips I'm going to buy from her. Yeah, that goes to the next acre. Okay. And we'll drop. Ooh. Careful there. We do not want to be having to go into another acre once we've started. Because now that we've talked to her, if we go into another acre, she'll disappear from this acre. We don't want that. Awesome. Oh yeah, I'm buying more. I am buying them until I can't buy any more. Until I've used up all the money on me, minus, you know, whatever change, like, is left where I can't afford anymore. Then we're gonna go find you and do this 3 more times. If I can manage by 12. That's the dream. Okay. Yeah, don't worry, Joan. Affording them is not an issue. You have made me rich, and you're gonna make me richer. You believe in me. Well, I believe in you. I believe in the you that believes in the me. Okay. Oh, bag is full. Yeah. So that's what I was saying, though, like, where it is going to take, because of how cheap it is going to be a bit, 1 second here. Just making sure that is game audio is properly lined up. Yeah. Because of the low price, it means, yeah, we're getting our inventory filled up much faster without using up as much money, so that is why it's going to take longer. So I'm not sure if we're going to get a full 2 million's worth, but hey, that's fine. We got as much as we can. And then yeah. And see how things go. More. Want to buy them all. Don't worry, Joan. My inventory's gonna get full before I run out of money. It's gonna get full multiple times before I run out of money here. Yep. See? Right there. Hey, don't even think about stealing my turnips there. These are my turnips. Yeah, if we put 3 bags into my wallet, though, that'll at least mean get a bit more before my inventory fills up. Okay. Yeah. Just keep them coming, Joan. Keep them coming. Hopefully this isn't one of those cases where we're gonna fill up the acre before I spend all this money. Because that is a possibility. The fact that it's one of the river acres does not help. Okay. Is buying turnips any faster in New Horizons? Kind of my one issue with the turnip market here is just how slow this goes. Because, like, if buying turnips wasn't such a slow process here, I could literally just spend, like, my entire, you know, I could spend, like, if it wasn't this so low, I could potentially spend my, like, entire savings on it each Sunday and get like to max so quickly. Can get 4,000 max in pockets. Okay, yeah. Yep, it's me again. Yeah. I'm curious to see how it is going to be, what turn market is going to be like in each of the games. Because this game I know turn market very well. Like, I don't know like, know all, like, patterns of, like, what prices are going to be. But I don't know if anyone knows that for this game. Maybe somebody does. Not sure. It's possible. Anything's possible. Okay. Oh, actually, as saying, or I wasn't saying, I was thinking, that I was only going to be able to drop them in this acre, right? Because obviously, if I move outside this acre, Joe's going to move, and then we'll have to find her again. But I'm just realizing, because like I left the weeds like along the surrounding acres there, so I could see them as a border, so I wouldn't accidentally walk into the other acre. When it would be kind of nice if I could drop in the area. I just realized I can get rid of those weeds without having to go into the other acre. I just dig them up instead of pulling them up. So that'll give me a bit more room to store the turnips on the ground here if I need to. Yeah. Just keep them coming, Joan. Keep them coming. Okay. Oh, bag is full again. See you next Sunday. I'll be getting more from you right away. Just need to drop these. Pick up some more of my money. Actually, no, it's not going to be an issue. We'll have enough room for all of our turnips here. And then we'll go grab more money and find her again. And I'm thinking we will be okay on, yeah, getting 4 full inventories worth of money in turnips from her. I think it's 11. Well, it is gonna be tight. Like we should be able to get 3 full inventories worth, and then the 4th will kind of depend on how long it takes us to find her each time, I think. And because that's the thing though, on that fourth time we really only, as long as we can find our that fourth time by 11:59, we're good. Because then we just don't leave the acre and we're good. I mean, depending on what the acre, I guess depending on what the acre is, it could be an issue, but as long as it's not a bad acre. And during the week, we'll again check daily for our turnip prices and hopefully turn a massive profit. Obviously, we're hoping to get a price spike in Trantor because turnip price is 80 here and 120 in Trantor. So a price spike here would be 640. A price spike in Trantor would be 960. So bit of a difference there. Yeah, we're gonna be good on having enough room in this acre for these turnips. Probably gonna get a full inventory at least once more, though, I think, before. Let me finish off with this money. And yeah. Don't worry, Joe. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Personally, I'm hoping that we obviously get a price spike in Trantor tomorrow. So A, it's, you know, nice big price spike and like nice and early in the week, so don't have to worry about it after that. But also because, you know, the day we get the price spike is likely going to be just Animal Crossing, and I'm okay with putting off returning to Blaster Master for a bit longer. Okay. I'm still really curious to know who actually voted for Blaster Master in my Twitter polls. Because, you know, like, pretty much every time I did a poll to, like, figure out, oh, well, my next stream game for this day be Blaster Master, because it was on the poll for a while before I finally won, but it kept, you know, every time it consistently got 1 or 2 votes. And now I finally got enough to actually win. I'm just curious, who wants to see me play Blaster Master? Okay. Yes, I can afford that many, June. I am rich, rich, and richer. I kinda wish I had a count, like, yeah, a counter on the screen of your total money, similar to what you have when you're in Nooks when you're doing this. Okay, bag is full. Just so I could have an idea of how close I am. Yeah, like I said, have enough room for them, so looks like where are we at? We're at 20,000, so I think this will be the last one. And then we'll have to go get more money. We'll try just in case. Okay, no. Now this is acre B1. Keeping track of that so that we can, so when it's time to sell them, I can more quickly find where I have them all. Definitely a good decision on my part. I'll get a lot. Yep, should be. Should be able to. Because I did. Biggest thing is going to depend on how quickly we find her each time. Okay. 2 more bags. Okay. I need actually a second. Fortunately, with a 2-liter, I can't effectively drink it with one hand. Okay. Anyone around here? Nope. Have a good amount. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I should be able to for sure get 2 more full inventories worth of money spent on turnips. It's so 3 total. It's just going to be the 4th one that's going to be that's a bit iffy. But it also depends on like where she ends up being, because like there's certain acres where what I might do is I might just, you know, if there's enough room in the acre, just go and bring, you know, all the money to that acre and then just, you know, go at it. But that depends on if she's in one of like the big open acres with no like cliff, no river, preferably no ocean. And how long it takes me to find her each time. Okay, not in quadrant 1. Moving on to quadrant 2. Not behind the museum. Captain's not even at the docks. I didn't bother turning on the GameCube with the Game Boy player today. I figured, you know, I'm not going to the island today. No point in wasting time getting it working, since I always have to like fiddle with it a bit to get the disc to actually be read anyway. Definitely gonna try getting some rubbing alcohol and see if that works to clean it and get it working consistently again. Hopefully it does, that'd be nice. Just need to remember to actually get some rubbing alcohol at some point to do that. Okay, we're in quadrant 3. No. Fountain does not, but here she is. So let's just clear out the acre. And then, yeah, we'll leave the oranges there. Over there, that's fine. Worst case scenario, if I were to turn out of a room, I could pick them up and eat them. And then we do want to get the fossil out of this acre, though. So after I drop a chunk of my money, we'll go and not gonna worry with the seashells either, though. We are gonna move that fossil just up here. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, 11:30 right now, so we have half an hour left. And then, yeah. Yeah, because the thing the fountain will tell you is the state of your town. You can use the fountain to apologize for not being able to... Because if you have something you need to deliver to a person, but then that person moves away, you can apologize and give the delivery item to the fountain. And is my game ahead a bit? Oh, it is. It's like a minute or so ahead. That's right. Because the Wii clock, like, slowly gets ahead or whatever, a little bit each day and such. So, yeah. That's actually something I should do, maybe, like, once a week, is just, you know, make sure to fix that or something. Like, just like, even every Sunday would be a good time to fix that. If I just need to get into that pattern of doing that. Okay, it says 11:34. Oh, it's 11:31. So that's actually like 2 or 3 minutes. Probably like 2 minutes and some seconds, but yeah. Oh, well, it is what it is, so... We'll do what we can. I mean, it's the nature of most clocks, because most clocks over time will slowly end up being a little off. apart because technically a day isn't exactly 24 hours. It's like 23 hours, 59 minutes, and like 50-some seconds or something. But yeah. Yep. That's why if you have, like, any clock that, like, isn't connect, like, because, like, phone clocks or anything connected to the internet or whatever, those will always, like, of course, you know, have their time, you know, automatically, like, fixed to account for that and such. But, like, if you have a clock in your home, you'll notice over time it'll slowly be off by a little bit. Okay. Okay. Is time even real? Kind of. It's complicated. Asking if time is real is a complicated question, because first of all, they have to define what exactly counts as real. And yeah. Time is broken, though, that I know. Is life real? Also, kind of. Actually, I should say, let me rephrase that. Kind of, maybe. Yeah. It was like a thing I was reading one time about, like, if the entire universe is just a simulation in a computer in some other universe. But it's like, even if it is, as far as we're concerned, like, from our perspective, it's still real. It doesn't matter if it's a simulation, like, it's still real, so we should still treat it as, you know, as such. But yeah. Because the thing I was reading was basically saying, well, if it's possible to make an accurate simulation of a universe on a computer within another universe, if it's possible, like, it may not be possible just because of computer limitations, but if it is possible, then not only has it happened, it's probably happened multiple times, such that there's, like, an essentially infinite amount of simulated universes, and the chance that we would happen to be in the real one rather than one of the simulations is so low as to be essentially negligible, which means that if it's possible to have a simulation of a universe on a computer, we're most likely in one. What if our life is being controlled like in The Sims? I mean, it would certainly explain a lot of things. A lot of things. Okay. It's like, oh no, Eric's getting too comfortable. Let's throw him a curveball. Okay. Was this all of... We already picked up all of the money, right? Right. This convo took a turn. Yeah. But hey, whatever keeps a conversation going, especially when I'm, you know, in-game, I'm just, you know, doing a single action over and over again, so there's only so much I can say about what I'm doing in-game without just repeating the same stuff over and over again. Which, you know, this is an important thing I need to do as part of 100%ing the game. But it is definitely a bit tedious, I do understand. Not necessarily the most interesting thing to watch. So, you know, if I can go rambling on about a bit about, like, simulated universes or whatnot. It's just a loop. Yep. I mean, to a certain extent, a lot of stuff I do in games is just loops, but it's sometimes less obvious. Because, like, my standard, you know, daily routine in Animal Crossing, it's the same, you know, thing each day. Only change is being, like, you know, whether or not I find something on any given day, find something new on any given day. But, yeah. With, you know, a few days like Saturday and Sunday that have a slightly different thing. Plus, I guess the days that, you know, day that I sell the turnips being a bit different than standard, and if there's a holiday or visitor, it changes things up. Life is doing the same thing every day. Pretty much. Or close-ish, because, like, you know, I've essentially, like, each day of the week is its own, has its own thing. I mean, each day has certain stuff that is, like, certain stuff I do that's, like, every day, certain stuff that's, like, depend on day of the week, and then occasionally other stuff that throws that off. And also, in theory, some of it depends also on how much I get done in the day, because obviously my work, you know, my job is on a set schedule, like, it varies from week to week, or can vary from week to week, but it's, you know, at set times. Stream I tried to do at set times, but outside of those things, my schedule is much more based on, it's much more task-based than time-based, so it's like, okay, I work on this until I'm done. I'll read a chapter of this book, I'll watch, you know, an episode of this show, I'll, you know, it's not, I mean, watching an episode of a show, I guess, is time-based in that it's however long an episode is, right? But, like, chapters in a book can, of course, vary in how long they are, and that's how long they take and such. Yeah. Work, home, eat, sleep. I mean, yeah, it's a good chunk of it. Yeah. Back when I first started streaming, I definitely did a similar thing with streaming, but with it being very task-based, but that was not great because it's like, oh, you know, I don't necessarily start at a set time, and so people don't always know when you're going to be live, and thus harder to build up an audience. And then also on top of that, there's, if it's task-based, it's like some, you know, I had some streams that were like less than 20 minutes just because I'd be like, okay, got everything done I wanted to get done, and it's only been 20 minutes, so It's a short stream. Whereas now, like, I still sometimes have short streams, but now short streams for me means, like, you know, less than 2 hours, not less than 20 minutes. Okay. Because, again, one of the early games I streamed was Super Mario World, and I was kind of doing, like, world each time or whatever, but, like, you know, Yoshi's Island back then took me, like, you know, 15-ish minutes, maybe. Now I can do Yoshi's Island, like, in a lot less time, because I've actually speedrun Super Mario World. Although I guess not 100%, so when I speedrun it, I'm not doing Yoshi's Island 1 or the Yellow Switch Palace. I'm just doing Yoshi's Island 2, 3, 4, and the castle. Not that I've done that in a while, because, you know, pretty much the only way I do speedrun streams is somebody subscribes at tier 2 or 3 and requests them, and it's been a long time since I've had a tier 2 or tier 3 sub, and I'm not expecting that'll change anytime soon. But yeah. And the other way I would potentially do speedruns is during like a 12 or 24-hour marathon stream. If I was doing a series where it's just like, okay, spend a bit of time working on 100%ing each game that I still have to 100% of the series, then move on to, you know, doing some speedruns of the games that I've already 100%ed. But for Mario, even if I was doing a 24-hour stream marathon of Mario games, even if I spent only an hour on each game, I still need 100%. I wouldn't get to, because I have over 24 Mario games, I still need 100%, so I wouldn't get to doing a speedrun of Super Mario World in that time. That's why I need to do a 48-hour marathon stream. Can you even imagine 48-hour marathons stream? That would be ridiculous. I'd be, like, dead by the end of that. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, this will be the final bit for this acre. Tell you what, if I ever get to 1,000 subscribers, I will do a 48-hour marathon stream. Unless I've forgotten by then. 1,000 subscribers. Here on Twitch, obviously, not YouTube subscribers or anything. Just so I'm clear. 1,000 YouTube subscribers would be a lot easier, because that's just, you know, equivalent of followers here on Twitch. 1,000 subscribers on Twitch. I'm currently at 3, so, you know, that'd be a bit of a jump. Okay. Ooh, all our money. Awesome. Okay, oh wait, which acre is this? F1. Okay. So yeah, so we are definitely, like I said, getting 3 full inventories worth done, but I'm not too hopeful about... we'll see what acre we find her in, and then maybe just drop all of this money and then come back and grab some more. And see how that goes. Okay, so we can grab 4 more. Oh yeah, especially because it's already 11:51 in the game. I was looking at them like 11:48, which, I mean, granted, yes, that's not a big difference, but it feels like a big difference. So let's see where we can find her. If she's in a good acre, yeah, we'll just drop the money and then go grab some more, and hopefully get our standard a little over 2 million bells worth spent. And if not, then that's fine. You know, gotta do what you gotta do. Try your best, and if you don't succeed, just try again. I do like that we're buying them in Pretoris, though, and using up the money I still have on the ground, because that money hasn't gone into my savings yet, even though I know I have it, like, I don't know exactly how much it's worth, so it doesn't really feel like I'm even, you know, spending any of my money yet, because I don't really, like, have it in my savings yet. Okay. Imagine if she was on that little bit above that little, like, bit of that acre that's, like, above the cliff. That would be annoying. Because that we wouldn't be able to do anything about. We'd just be like, welp. Okay. Not in the first quadrant. Is she ever in the first quadrant? Thank you, thank you. Is she in this acre? She's sometimes in this acre. This would be a decent acre. Nope. Like I said, she probably can't be in this acre. Okay, not behind the museum. Elsewhere in this museum acre, doesn't look like it. I mean, it's my own fault for, you know, staying up too late last night. Well, I mean, to be fair, it was only part of the issue was staying up too late last night. Part of the issue was just the fact that I did not sleep well, even after I did go to bed, so that's why I was late to start this morning. Okay, I don't think she can move from, like, an acre she's in to that exact same acre. But she could have, in theory, moved back to that initial acre we bought from her in... Oh no, she's right here. Okay. So what we're going to do is, we're going to just drop all of that. And all of that. We'll grab any fossils. And seashells we will grab as well. So we can drop them elsewhere. Okay. Then we'll go grab another full inventory's worth of money and see what we can do, see what we can manage. Okay. Just need to be quick to get back there, and then we can take our time once we're back in that acre. Okay, and then one more. Yeah, just make sure there isn't anything behind that side. Okay, and we head back, and then we clear out the acre, and hopefully we have enough room. And then we'll have our 4 full inventories worth of money spread out amongst 3 acres. Okay, just check if there's any more. Nope. What I'm going to quickly do, though, I'm just going to move this one over. That way, because everything else along the outer edge, if I need to, I can just dig up to give myself extra storage room if it comes to that. Any of the weeds or the stumps. I'm going to leave them for now just so I have like a more clearly defined border. I guess less so on this side, but less chance of me accidentally going over to the next acre. Let's clear out. So we need Joan to, like, you know, do different acres each time so that I can, like, actually get this town cleaned up. Because that is what is happening. Okay. Let's do it then. So we have a lot more money here this time to spend, but yeah. This is an ocean acre, which isn't as good as like a fully open acre, but at least it's better than an acre split by the river or the cliff. So we should hopefully have enough room. Okay. There's 12 o'clock, so now we can't leave the acre. If we leave the acre now, Joan will disappear until next week. Other than, you know, well, she'll disappear from the town. We'll still see her, like, every day on the train. Anytime we go on the train, but can't buy turnips from her on the train, because she's just sleeping on another seat as we go about our travels. Does she live on the train? Essentially. So is she the one that's actually growing the turnips, or does she just, like, get the turnips from the actual farmers, go out, sell them? So she's, like, just the traveling saleswoman. Or somebody else actually runs the farm? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we should hopefully have enough. I'm thinking we'll have enough room for all the turnips we're going to be buying with this money here. Yeah. I mean, obviously, even if it does get a bit tight near the end, like, so we can do an extra layer, like, around the outer edge to the other acres where and such, and also at some point where it's just like, okay, drop what you can, carry, if you end up carrying some turnips at the end still, it's fine. Is anyone else buying turnips today or anyone else buying turnips today in Animal Crossing? Whichever Animal Crossing you may play. New Horizons, New Leaf, even City Folk or Wild World, or this one. You have been? Nice, nice. How much did you spend on turnips today? Yours ended an hour ago. Oh yeah, makes sense. $10 million. Nice. Nice. Yeah. I would need to be getting up a lot earlier in the morning to be able to have the time to spend 10 million on turnips. But, you know. Or get, like, just really... I mean, even getting really lucky, I'd still need to get up earlier, I'm pretty sure. Sort of 7 AM was a lot of back and forth. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. But that's how we get rich, and richer, and richest. Turnip market. Okay. Don't worry, Joan, keep them coming. I can afford them for a while yet. I'm gonna run out of inventory space multiple times before I run out of money. Turnip, yes. We're doing the turnip market. No, Joan, I will be seeing you not next Sunday. Well, I will be seeing you next Sunday as well, but I'll be seeing you more today yet. Just need to clear out inventory a bit more. And grab some more money. Keep at it. And of course I want to buy more. If I had the time, I would be spending, like, all of my bells on this. But that would take time. A lot of time. Like, even if I started at 6 a.m., which I think when the... I think 6 a.m. is when Joan first shows up. But yeah, if I start at 6 a.m. and got, like, good RNG as far as which acres she showed up in and such, I don't know if I even then would be able to actually would be able to actually spend all of my money on turnips. Yes indeed, yes indeed. And welcome on in. How is it going? Okay. Got the along the edge of the acre almost done. I have one more spot down there that I can do. Going very good. Had a soft day. Nice, nice. Not quite sure what the word soft means in relation to a day, but yeah. Definitely sounds positive though. Comfy calm, yeah. Yeah, should be a nice comfy calm day. Yeah. Nice relaxing day, because, you know, even what I'll be streaming later today will be Pokemon, and that's just working my Pokedex, so that's nice and calm and relaxing. And we'll see what else I'll get up to today. There we go. I'm not going to pick up more of my money yet. Inventory's already kind of still full of money, so we'll go until next time we get full before we pick up more of the money to spend. Yeah, at the moment just working on the turnip market. Buying about a little over 2 million bells worth of turnips. Which takes a while, but you know, it's how we get rich. How we get, so we can get ourselves closer and closer towards maxing out our savings, so we can get the post office model. Okay. That'll put us one step closer to 100%. So for anyone new, that is what we're working on. I'm working on 100%ing the game, which means full catalog, full museum, I want every villager to have lived in my main village at some point. This isn't my main village right now that I'm in. This is my secondary village, which is why it's... You know, you see a lot of stumps and weeds and such. My main village I take, you know, keep in pristine shape. This village, though, not so much. And also want to be 100%ing all of the NES games within this game. It's part of my 100%. Normally I have like a percentage list below me of where I'm at with the various stuff, but currently I have the visitor / islander / turnip info below me. You should play more of your GameCube Town. You can play it, but you don't feel like playing. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you don't feel like playing, then you don't feel like playing. I very much enjoy it, but... You know, gotta do what you want to do. Animal Crossing. Yeah. You play other Animal Crossing games? It's like, I myself, so far, only play this. I used to play Pocket Camp as well, although not on stream. But I've never played any of the other main games other than this one. So, yeah. I plan to eventually, though. Like, the whole plan is to go through all of the Animal Crossing games and 100% each of them. So right now I'm working on this until I'm done it. Then I'll work on Wild World until I'm done that. Then City Folk until I'm done that. Then New Leaf until I'm done that. Then New Horizons until I'm done that. And by that point, we may have another main one that I'll be working on. But we'll see how it goes. And once I'm caught up on the main ones, then move on to going through the spin-offs. The Animal Crossing Clock, the Animal Crossing Calculator. Not expecting either of those to take very long to 100%, since those aren't even really games, they're just apps. Animal Crossing Plaza, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, Amiibo Festival, and then Pocket Camp. First game was Wild World on an R4? What's an R4? Crop the save one day, so now you have a legit copy of the town name cassette on it. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Most played might be New Leaf. So cool and nice, and there's so many things to do. Never played City Folk, and your Wii is currently being held hostage. Ah, yeah. Yeah. I'm actually technically playing this on the Wii, because the Wii is backwards compatible with the GameCube, and I do have a GameCube, but because of the fact that I also I use my GameCube because I have a Game Boy player for it to do Game Boy stuff, like, you know, visiting the island, so use the Wii for this, and then use the GameCube for if I need to visit the island, which I normally do. I normally visit the island every weekday. Saturdays and Sundays I usually don't, but a bit of population growing, it makes you feel very nostalgic, even though you never had it when you were a kid. Ah, yeah. And see, I had this one when I was growing up, and I mean, this is still, well, I was already a teenager by the time it came out, and when I got it and such. So I shouldn't necessarily say when I was a kid or growing up. But, well, I mean, teenagers, you're still growing up. But, you know. And this is still that same copy from back then. GBA thing. I want to see that in action. Only heard about that. Yeah, like I said, I don't do that on Sundays just because of the fact that I spend so much time on the turnip market. But every week, pretty much every weekday, I visit, unless there's some other something that comes up, like if a day that I'm selling my turnips or something. Or a day that I just cancel stream. But otherwise I visit the island daily because, or close to daily, since that's a really good way of getting stuff. But yeah. Turnip for what? Yeah, we're trying to get a lot of turnips so that we can sell them, so that we can become even richer than we already are. Currently have 43 million bells in my savings account. And then I have another bunch of money just lying on the ground in this town because of, well, money that I got from selling turnips here, and because of the limited inventory, I have not yet brought all of the money back. And when I say money, a lot of money lying on the ground, I don't mean like this money here that I'm just, you know, I mean, this was part of it, but this is, you know, for buying turnips here. Every spot of ground in the train station acre is covered, has a 30,000 bell bag, and a chunk of the ground in this acre. It was about half full at the start of today, but now I've put a lot of that money into more turnips here, so... Yeah. Because I need to eventually get, in my savings, 999,999,999 bells, which is where it maxes out at. And once you max it out at that, you get the post office model. And, yeah. I mean, me being me, even if you didn't actually get something for maxing it out, I would still consider that part of my personal 100%. But the fact that you do get something for that means it's actual, like, normal person 100%. Okay. Yeah. Just keep getting myself richer and richer. Via the turnip market. Best way to do it, other than cheating. Well, I would say the best way to do it in that, you know, I consider a non-cheating method to be better than cheating, but I should say the most efficient method of getting it other than cheating, because, yeah, because obviously using, there's, you know, there's ways of getting it, the money faster through, like, glitches or codes or a mixture of the two, but this is, Turnip Market is the most efficient, you know, legit way. I shall say, within, like, because I have no problem with people that do use glitches, especially like for speed running and such, where I completely understand. That otherwise, I have no problem with other people doing that, just for standard stuff. That's just not the way I play. Because I'm working on 100% without using time travel, without using glitches, without using codes other than the stuff you can only get via code, without using e-reader cards other than the things you can only get via e-reader card, and without using action replay other than maybe the two things that, as of right now, you can only get via action replay. Although I'm still hopeful that eventually someone will figure out a way to get those two NES games, Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers and Legend of Zelda, via, like, homemade e-reader cards, rather than having to use an action replay. Because I'd much rather do it that way. But Haven't seen any progress on that front in a couple of years, so not super hopeful. And that's something that's also way beyond me. Okay. Although maybe I'll look into that eventually, figure it out myself. Just like have a Thanos moment. Well then, I guess I'll do it myself. Okay. So anyone do anything interesting this weekend? Obviously, you know, I did some stuff yesterday with Star Wars RPG and Animal Crossing today, and yet also a bit of Animal Crossing yesterday. Played D&D. Nice. How was that? Oh, it looked like there was an empty spot here, but that's just because of the way the curve is, because of the beach. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't played D&D in a while, but I run a Star Wars tabletop RPG here on this very channel every Saturday. Did your usual. Nice, nice. What kind of character do you play in D&D? We'll grab another 3. Don't worry, Joan, I can still afford them for a while. We're gonna get full inventory multiple more times before we run out of money. Don't even worry about it. But yeah. I have no... At this point, though, I'm not at all worried about us running out of space on the ground to put these turnips that we're buying. We have enough room, so that's good. Okay. Bag is full again. I'll wait a bit to pick up the remainder of the money. Tiefling and Dragonborn Druid were walking along below deck on a boat, and the Tiefling jokingly trips him with a club. Falls, he plays dead, so she starts to sit on him, putting flowers in his mouth that he grew on her head with druid magic. Nice, nice. Okay. Another player comes a new species you keep forgetting, but he tried to mount on the Dragonborn's hand that for no reason your ranger was the only one trying to help him get up. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm hoping to play D&D or another RPG again soon, like as a player, because like I said, I run a Star Wars RPG and I love running it, but it'd be nice to, you know, be part of an RPG as a player as well, because it's... running them is fun, but being a player is also fun, and they're very different experiences. Okay. There's... DM also says there's nothing like being a player. Yeah. Because as the make an exciting Animal Crossing campaign, honestly, you could, like, I don't know if there's any... You probably could make an Animal Crossing RPG. I probably wouldn't do, like, make an Animal Crossing RPG out of D&D, but there are definitely systems out there that you could adapt to Animal Crossing pretty well. Like... If you're at all familiar with the game Fiasco, you can actually make an interesting, like, Animal Crossing game of that, I think. That would be interesting. Fiasco is a tabletop RPG that's a bit less focused on... It has a very simple rule set, and it's more focused on, like, player interaction, and it's also more for, like, one-shots. It's not really a system for, like, an ongoing campaign or anything. It's for, you know, just a one-shot, a fiasco. Players doing stuff and everything going wrong. Okay. Go back to the original concept of making a dungeon fighting game. Like, are you saying that's the original concept of Animal Crossing? How do I look it up? Yeah, it's an interesting one. I played it once before, I think. And the one we did was actually a it was set in a fantasy, like, D&D like world, but it was basically our characters had just gone and defeated a dragon and, you know, recovered the riches that had stolen from this town. So we picked up, like, after, like, the, well, you know, would be the main thing in ah, crap. I bought 10 there. We're supposed to, like, comment on their stages. Interesting. Yeah, so picked up after what would have been, like, the normal thing in D&D, and then it was just, like, with our characters deciding what to do. Like, do our characters return the treasure to the town? Do they instead just keep it for themselves? They each have their own different motivations and goals and such. My character ended up becoming the mayor. It's a good time. I wish when you had the turnips on the ground, you could tell that if they were a smaller one, because one of the ones I just dropped here is only 10 instead of 100. Yeah, never heard about that about Animal Crossing. Yep, you can drop multiple things. You select them with X or Y. Next time I do it, I'll check which button I actually press. I press one of them. I just do it by muscle memory, though, at this point. And then you can do that. You can also do that when you're, like, selling to Nook. You can do that. Select multiple to sell all at once. Or, getting rid of letters, or various stuff. We picked up all the money already, right? Yeah, because money would be visible from here if it was still on the ground. So... each time right now that our inventory fills up, the next time it'll fill up less until we run out of money. Invisible money. No, no invisible money. I was just saying, like, because when I dropped my money earlier, it was over here in this area, so if I had still any left on the ground, I would see it. Yeah, so it's X that you press. Yeah, okay, so yeah, so Y just unpauses. X just selects, and then you know, select all of them with X. And then you press A and drop all. Okay. Yeah, definitely makes things more efficient. Yeah, and if you want to learn Animal Crossing game mechanics, you have come to the right place. Because I am definitely a fairly knowledgeable person on a lot of the mechanics in this game. Not all of them. Some just because there's some mechanics that I haven't really, like, you know, just had to make use of yet, or might not have to make use of at all, and such. Some stuff I haven't done, I haven't really done the Christmas Eve stuff with Jingle to get his furniture, so I don't know exactly how that all works. So that's an area that's I'm not exactly an expert on, but... And, like, glitches I'm not really familiar with, because I'm not really making use of them, but... A lot of the mechanics, I am fairly... Yeah, have a lot of the Animal Crossing smarts. Just for this Animal Crossing, though, not so much for the other ones. Not yet, one day. Probably other than speedrunners, I'm probably one of the more knowledgeable people in the mechanics of this game. Speedrunners would have more knowledge than me. Although, there's also probably some knowledge I have that speedrunners don't have simply because they don't need it, because I'm playing without time travel, whereas, like, there's certain things that, you know, using time travel or glitches or whatever would just make more efficient, but since I'm not, I have to, you know, use other methods, and thus would be more familiar with certain things that speedrunners would have no need of, because they're just, you know, using other methods anyway. Okay. Like, I don't know how much, if speedrunners even do the turnip market stuff at all, because they would just, in fact, I'm fairly certain they wouldn't, because the way they make money, well, one of the ways they make money is by using a code to get some really expensive item, and using a glitch to duplicate it, and then selling it. I know that's a strategy used in speedruns. I don't know if that's the only money-making strategy they use, because I've only watched a little bit of speedruns, Animal Crossing speedruns, but I do know that is a thing. And, thank you for that follow, very much appreciated. Just all the fossils, and this one on the fruit. Yeah, I mean, I do that, you know, but... Well, fruit I only rarely sell. Fossils, you know, I sell every day, whatever I get in, but it's not a... Money you get from fossils and fruit is not comparable to what you get from this. And thank you for that host links, very much appreciated. Thought you already were the whole time. No worries, no worries. I mean, you want. You obviously don't have to do this, but you do have an auto host list that you could like put me or anyone else onto, so that you would be automatically hosting and such. That's always an option. The one thing is that wouldn't auto hosts. Oh, you do. Weird. Unless you were auto hosting someone else, then. Only one live. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I know my auto host recently has been like acting a bit weird at times, where I'll like... There have been a couple times where I've gone to my channel and I'm not hosting anyone. I've usually just assumed it's, you know, a case where like, oh, whoever I was hosting just went offline. Because I have a lot of people on my auto host list, so I'm a lot of the time have somebody live. Or at least during the day. During the night, I don't know, because, you know, I'm generally, in theory, sleeping at night, or at least not, even if I'm not sleeping, I'm probably not watching Twitch. Unless that's the reason I'm staying up later than I should be, because I am watching Twitch, but I'm not generally checking my own channel to see who I'm hosting, I guess, if I'm up later. 'Cause that usually means I'm watching a specific stream, and probably a speedrun stream at that. If I'm staying up later than I should be because I'm watching a stream, it's probably a speedrun that I'm watching, and probably like a longer one, like, say, like Super Mario Odyssey All Moons, or something. Yeah, I don't actually watch speedrun streams very often, but I really enjoy them whenever I do. Just seeing, you know, how a person does, and if they're improving and such, and beating their old times. Okay. Excuse me. Yawning again. Sorry if I'm making anyone else yawn. But... Oh. There's a balloon floating by. I mean, no. Turnips are more important than the balloon. I just saw the shadow on the ground. But we'd have to give up on getting any more turnips today to go chase after it. And with how few trees are in this town, we most likely wouldn't get it anyway, because, you know, we'd have to hope it was actually on a trajectory to hit one of the few trees that still exists within this town. Well, I cut them down, back when I was working on gyroids, so that they wouldn't be in the way of me seeing gyroids. But it definitely does help with the turnips. Okay. This is acre F2. So our turnips are in B1, F1, and F2. So then we'll close that, bring back up my standard percentage list. So now you can see where I'm at with my various collecting of things and such, and my progress in this game. Yeah. Then we'll go grab my raffle tickets. And grab as much money as I can carry and then head back to town. Yeah. Tangy is angry. Head back to my main town. I think we can fit that in. We can grab 2 more in the wallet. So like I was saying, this is how much money I have here on the ground. And then all of this acre. Just because this is the size of my inventory, so I'm only able to bring it back to my main town a little bit at a time. Did I forget anything? Not forget anything. Yep. Oh. Yep. My riches. My storage town, kind of. I mean, I'm really only storing it because of, like I said, the fact that I can only bring back a little bit at a time. I would much rather, you know, just have it all back over in my account, but that takes time in getting it all over and such, so... And, you know, on the bright side, it does mean that, we get to, when we buy turnips in Praetoris, we don't have to be doing multiple trips back and forth to bring money over for buying turnips, which is good. Look at Joan taking a nap after spending the last, what, hour and a half selling me turnips. Okay. Yep, me again. Okay. Needs a rest, exactly. See, the way she, like, you know, suddenly waking up, she's having, like, nightmares. It's like, why would he leave me alone? Why is he buying so much turnips? Just buy a few and move on with your life like a normal person. But we are no normal person. We are the person who is working on 100%ing this game. Slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley. Okay. Let's go and deposit most of this money. Yeah, let's just put it. Yeah. 43,252,846. And it will only keep going up and up and up until it, you know, reaches the max, and it won't go up anymore because it can't go up beyond the max. That's just not possible. Oh, yeah. I wish when you deposit it, it would take from the bags first and your wallet last, just because it's like... There's always that one, like, that I have to just then put in. Gotta be really fancy and important to require this much money to reach them. Nice, very nice. Okay. Let's push it. So this is where I store my raffle tickets. So all the ones against the back wall have... All the ones here against... that are facing forward have raffle tickets in them. These ones over on the sides are all empty. Okay. Grab my standard oh, no, that I'm supposed to leave on there. No. Leave on there. Also, so next holiday is... We have the fishing tourney every Sunday next month. Storage isn't shared, nope. Each thing can hold up to 3 things in this game, which can be a bit annoying at times. Okay, so yeah, graduation day. Obviously we have the fishing tourney every Sunday, but then yeah, for next single day thing is graduation day on the 11th. Awesome. And hopefully we do want to be taking part in the fishing tourney every Sunday next month. So we can get plenty of stuff from that. Because you have the angler trophy, which you get from Tortimer just for going there any day, but then you also have if you win the fishing tourney on a Sunday, you get a piece of furniture that is not in your catalog, assuming there's any furniture not in your catalog that you can get. I believe that's the way it works. I want to make chicken wings or rice with rice sauce today. Well, it's not fishing-specific furniture. It's just you get a piece of furniture for winning. It's a standard furniture, but it's as long as you have something available that's not in your catalog, that's what you'll get something that's you don't have yet. So, yeah. And by available, like I mean you can any standard furniture. I think you can get stuff that normally you have to get from Red or the raffle, maybe. I'm not entirely certain on those. Oh, who moved out after I traveled there? Oh, Hopper moved. He was talking about moving, so that makes sense. And no one knew. Yeah, this is very different than the later ones. Each Animal Crossing changes things up. Okay, let's update these numbers. Okay, 458. That makes sense. Most unique of them all. I mean, it's hard to say, because, like, New Horizons definitely is very different than a lot of them in a lot of ways as well. Because, like, Wild World, for instance, is probably more similar to this one than it is to New Horizons, just because of, how, each game changes some stuff, and then, it goes, so let's see, what's the that's not the calculator, that's the clock, calculator, here we go. 458 divided by 601 equals, still at 76%. Okay, wallpaper should still be 60, carpet should still be 63, clothing should still be 164, items should still be 44, stationery should still be 61, we have all 127 gyroids, all 25 fossils, and music should still be 15. Awesome. So only got the increase to one of the numbers there, but that's fine, that's just the way it goes sometimes. And I went up by 3, so like an increase of 3 to furniture is still good. And then I guess, yeah, we already deposited our money. Don't have any letters to store. And I don't think I'm going to be playing any do a round of balloon fight now, so I think this is where we're going to be calling it. But stick around, because we are going to go raid somebody. And I will also be back later today at 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time, so in like 3 hours, 12 minutes from now, with SubRequest Sunday stream, which is going to be Pokemon Blue, working on my Pokedex. And, but yeah, for now, let's see who is live and who we want to go and raid. Seems like not a lot of people live right now compared to normal. So we could raid somebody playing... Red Dead Redemption 2. So we're playing Hades. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those people, so let me know in chat if you have a preference for either of those games I just mentioned. Otherwise, I'll decide myself who we're going to go and raid. And yeah. And like I said, I'll be back 4 p.m. with some Pokemon Blue for SubRequest Sunday. Weekday streams will all be 3 p.m. Starting with Animal Crossing and something else after, so like Monday after Animal Crossing will be Blaster Master, Tuesday is just Animal Crossing, Wednesday will be Star Wars Rogue Squadron 3 after Animal Crossing, Thursday Super Smash Bros. Ultimate after Animal Crossing, and Friday after Animal Crossing, Lego The Hobbit. The next Saturday, Star Wars RPG at 4 p.m. with Animal Crossing afterwards, and Sunday, again, Animal Crossing at 9 a.m. Hades sounds fun. Also, hey, Fruit Ninja, how's it going? How are you doing? Then I guess we'll go and raid Fox Queen, one of my Plant Army teammates, playing Hades. Believe we've raided her before. Yeah. So if y'all want to join in on that raid, you can copy and paste the raid message, join on that raid, and yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. Those who chatted, those who just lurked, those who hosted or auto-hosted, those who followed, you're all wonderful people. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a blast, and I will see you all later. Let me just make sure I've copied the raid message. And, bye.